Hi birdies, thank you so much for joining us again for another video about understanding your personality type. Today we're going to be talking about ESFJs, and I have a very, very special guest. But before I tell you who that is, please hit that subscribe button so you'll know next time we upload a video, and you can always improve your awareness about other personality types. So I'm sure you're wondering why I'm here and not Juliette. That's because my very special guest is Juliette. So I'm going to be interviewing her today about her personality type so she can give us some insights into ESFJs. So thank you, Juliette, for being here.
Thank you, Isa, for being the interviewer today.
So my first question, how important is harmony to you? And in addition to that, how important is harmony in comparison to truth?
Okay. Yes, so for me, harmony is everything. It's before discovering everything about ESFJ, I wasn't really noticing, but I really need the people around me to like each other. I really need people around me to like me. And this is what I call harmony. For me, it translates into people liking each other and being very chill and like really appreciating the time they're having with me or with my friends. So for me, this is the world I want to live in, where people get along and want to spend time together. So in order to do that, truth has not really a place, because truth is really for special moments. Like, it depends also what truth we're talking about, but like truth about you, like truth about someone can be very hurtful, and sometimes it's really not the moment to talk about truth, especially when we want to stay not heavy environments, like we're just having fun, we're just like being together, and in those moments truth doesn't arrive. We don't have, like, there is no opportunity to speak about that, because my harmony is to keep everything light, kind of. Truths arrive at some times, but very special moments where everybody feel that it's the time and that we are ready to talk about it, we know each other enough to talk about it, and it's really like separated.
Yeah, so with that, I mean, I'm just gonna assume, I don't believe you're promoting dishonesty, just to know the right time for when to speak the truth.
Yeah, like, I mean, if a friend of mine is acting like a really weirdly, it's not the time to confront that person like in front of everybody. Like we don't really care about what that person is doing, because even whatever she or he does, they are in the group, so we deal with that, and later when the occasion comes, we talk about it, like, oh, this happens, like that was weird, but like there is no, yeah, like it doesn't happen like very often.
So going along with that, how comfortable are you with confrontations?
So same as for the other question, it really depends on do I really feel comfortable with that person? Because if I don't know a person well, I really don't know what to expect. I don't know how to talk to them. I don't know what they live through. I don't know anything about them, and I'm really, really uncomfortable with confrontation because I know that 100% I'm going to be like out of what I should say. But with my very, very close friends, I know exactly what they've been through. I know all their lives. I know how to talk to them. I know why. I know when. And this I'm very comfortable because I know exactly how they will react. I know exactly where we are in our relationship, and I know if I can or if I can't. So it depends on the person I have in front of me. But yeah, people I don't know, I don't confront. That's very, very weird for me.
Do you know the maybe deeper reasons behind why that harmony is so important to you?
Oh yeah. Harmony is really important because ESFJ's priority in life is to be loved and to be able to give love. And for that, we need to create a whole environment around us where we are able to give love freely and to receive love freely. Also, we want people to feel at ease. So, like feeling that someone is uncomfortable, first of all, we will feel it right away, and this will ruin the harmony. So we need to include that person and to make the situation even more comfortable for that person so that she or he feels good. And I think it's to be loved and to share love and to make people feel that they can be loved and share love as well.
How far would you be willing to go to sugarcoat something in order to maintain that harmony?
Oh, wow, very far. Very far. I mean, we sugarcoat basically everything. It doesn't mean that we don't mean what we say, but we don't really care of what we say. We are more focused on what is the outcome of what we say. So our outcome, whatever happens, is that the person feels good. And in order to do that, we will sugarcoat everything so that the person feels that everything that they say, do, think is good and fun, and so we are really ready. I mean, it's not even like something we think about. It's just like we're gonna laugh to everything. We're gonna talk to everyone. We're never gonna be mean. But yeah, we sugarcoat everything. That's our way of doing, actually.
Okay, so how do you balance that always being aware of everybody else's feelings and making sure that they are happy and there's harmony between anyone's and your own feelings and your own truth? Like, how do you stay truthful to yourself when making sure that everybody else is happy?
Very good question. So yeah, how do we take care of our own feelings? Because we are always like, we want all the other people to feel good. So first of all, we have the best time of our lives when people feel good. We feel validated, we feel loved, we feel we can give love. So the consequence of what we are doing, we have it back, and we have the best time. We have the best friend. I feel like we have the best moments and relationships. So we have something back that is really strong from that. And this is really who we are. So our own feelings is to get that. So we're happy with what we get back. But in terms of opinions, like, oh, did I really like that? Or did I really think that this was the thing to do? This is really hard for an ESFJ to pinpoint, because we will not take care of that at all, to protect the harmony. And this is something we don't really care. And that's the problem of ESFJs. It's that, like, at the end, they feel like we can feel that they are really following the flow and not having anything on their own. Actually, they do, but they really, really need to separate themselves from the people they love, to identify what they really want. And this is really hard for an ESFJ. This is something to do, because it's important to know that. But it's really hard. And usually we don't see the point, because as soon as everybody's happy, we're happy. So we don't really see the point of identifying what would separate us from the crowd.
So your primary function is actually feeling, which means, from our cognitive function article, as far as I can tell, that you get your values that you base everything off from the outside world. So from the people that surround you. So first of all, like, who would those people be for you? And have you ever had the experience that, like, you maybe even moving to the States from back home, you've always been surrounded by the people that might have given you those values, and then suddenly you're around people that potentially have different values, which means your values now don't match anymore. So how do you do that with now you having different values and trying to create harmony amongst those people with different values?
Okay, so very good question. So the thing with ESFJs is that, yeah, they base their values on what they know, what they've experienced. And since we're really, really close to the people we love and we really, really want to fit in, we tend to base our values on them. First of all, ESFJs might be the type that is closest to their family. And it all starts there. So the family is really the base of everything, because this is our first circle. And we really, really need to belong there. So first, we want to please the parents, we want to please the siblings. So this takes a huge part of our values. So then we receive values that we haven't chosen, because we are born in one family. Then we have our friends. And first, friends you get, you haven't chosen them either, because you arrive in a school, or and you're kind of all from the same background. So nothing really changed there. For me, what really changed my world as an ESFJ is my encounter with my best friend, who's an ENFP, and who was not living the same life as I was living, especially mentally. Like, she was very, very, very open-minded and looking for new experiences of the mind and of what are things that we don't know in the world and that are better than what people told us. And since I loved her so much, I really, really got interested into what she was thinking, and everything that she had learned before as an ENFP, I learned. And this became my new set of values. Like I still keep like my first value things, but she opened a new world to me, clearly. And since then, that moment, as soon as she opened my mind to things that are different from what I know, and that I realized that it was so extraordinary, everything that I didn't know in the world, and much, much better than the small things I knew in terms of values and way of living and like way of being and thinking. Then I became more open, and I try to keep like being that open, and everyone I meet to really like get interested in that, and maybe take the things that I want to apply to my life, which I didn't do at all before when I was younger. And that's something very important for ESFJs, to open their mind to things that they don't know. But usually it needs to arrive from someone they really love, that they're, you know, in their crowd and they're really close to. Otherwise, it's really hard for an ESFJ to get out of their sets of values.
So have you ever encountered an instance where you've had your family values and maybe your best friend's values that have all become part of your values? And then you have had conflicting values, so that you maybe get something from your family and something from your best friend that just does not work together, or maybe from other people. How do you deal with that? How do you decide which one is the right one for you?
Yeah, so there is one thing with ESFJs. It's true that we have this thing with the external crowd, and yeah, like you need to open the minds of the ESFJ for them to receive. But once it's received, then it's really, really easy for us to tilt, to get every aspect of every value, and to decide. There is not even like something to decide. It's just like, okay, I really click with that. I really click with that. And once you click with that, even if it's in conflict with something, I feel like you don't really have a choice to make. It comes really naturally. Like, we are really okay to reinvent ourselves, and we are really proud of doing it. But it's just that we ourselves don't go out of, if no one opens the door, we have trouble. If it's open and we studied the thing and like we discovered the thing and we loved it, we'll go for it like 100%. There is no like no choice to make.